What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another stream on HackDroid Crypto. And today I wanted to talk about some of the questions that you guys have been asking about Nicehash, why I'm mining on Nicehash, what I'm using, and I just wanted to address some of the different questions that you guys have asked over the past couple of months, and just some of the services that I'm using. So probably the core service that I'm working with is Digital Gold. They're a group of guys based out of Kentucky, nice guys, and they're actually helping me manage my rigs. And we work together using this technology service called Splashtop. And Splashtop is basically like a remote way of monitoring your rigs. So once you pull up the app, you can get access to the actual monitor that is mining through Nicehash Miner. And as you can see right here that I have pulled up on the screen, you can see that I am, confirming transactions. This is for rig number 3, I believe, or maybe rig number 1. But you can see that it's cleanly mining. I have remote access. I can toggle through all 4 of my rigs, and as many of you have commented in the past asking me why I'm using Nicehash, it's because of the simplicity. There was a lot of kind of negative comments that happened on the last couple streams I did, asking me why I was using it relative to Simple Miner and all these different options. There's dozens of options out there. I choose Simple Miner, or I choose Nicehash mainly because of the simplicity. They went through a pretty substantial hack that I covered in a previous stream in December 2017 and bounced back. And in order to do that, that speaks volumes to just the quality that you're dealing with. And every day it's mining the most profitable algorithms and converting it back to Bitcoin, which in my opinion, everybody's doing already. I mean, some people are holding the altcoins that they're mining, but ultimately everyone that I know is converting it to Bitcoin, or they're just holding projects that they believe in, like Walton Chain, things like that. They're holding it for the long term. But at the same time, personally, I like holding Bitcoin. I have ever since I've been in the space since 2013. And a lot of you guys were asking, how is it possible that your rigs are in one location and you are in another? And the simplest answer is through a combination of Splashtop and Nicehash. So as I said before, this is the screen that I'm used to when I'm logging into the rigs, seeing everything's working, everything's going smoothly. The guys at Digital Gold help me troubleshoot and jump the rigs if they need to reset them. And you can see in the background the actual Nicehash miner. You can see the amount of Bitcoin per day. It's about $11, and the balance in the wallet itself right there. But let's go over to Nicehash and do a quick little update here. So as you can see, the profitability, let's do refresh. The profitability is always jumping back and forth here. Let's move this forward. All right, let's see. So profitability is 0.0053 per day, so about $44 per day, and that's about $1,116 per month on average. You can see the breakdown in the mining stats. Let me actually make this bigger so everybody can see. All right, so the breakdown is the majority is going towards Ethereum, which is Dagger Hashimoto. I've covered that in the past. That is by far one of the most profitable coins that you can mine right now. So Dagger Hashimoto, 888 mega hashes is going towards that, which is the majority. I believe out of the 4 rigs, the highest that I've hit was about 950 mega hashes. So that would mean that almost 90% of the hash rate is going towards Ethereum, which is what you want, or what I really enjoy supporting that network. Just the idea that everybody's doing projects on there right now is exciting for me, but a little bit towards Decred, Equihash, and not anything really at all, looks like. There's a little bit of unpaid balance, and Pascal is a new one that really popped in on Nicehash recently over the past week or so, which is interesting. I mean, we'll see over the next couple of weeks how much Pascal we will be mining, but yeah, overall, pretty decent payouts. In the early part of 2018, it was very much kind of a scary time for miners. A lot of people were reaching out to me saying, hey, what's going on? Is everything going to be back up soon? Everybody was pretty freaked out. But ultimately, the people that are mining 24/7 are the ones that win. They are the ones collecting coins in the dip. And, you know, it's not necessarily profitable when you're in a bear market like earlier 2018, but right now it is. So, and we're approaching the 8,000 mark right now, which is it's crashing. I mean, Bitcoin is going down, down, down right now, which is unfortunate, but at the same time, stay a course. Don't skip a beat and just continue to mine through the storm. We can see a breakdown here of the active workers, and you can see how much each rig is pushing out. About 200, and it looks like rig 2 is crushing it. 285 mega hashes towards Dagger Hashimoto, which is really impressive. That's awesome. That is a super boosted rig there. That's fantastic. So they're doing a good job. Looks like breaking down towards Dagger Hashimoto. Each rig's about 200 on average, which is pretty good. And let's break down the 7-day. This is the one that you guys have asked about the most. How consistent is this? And my average over 7-day, average profitability of selected algorithms and time span over 7 days is 0.0048. So rounding that to 5, that's around 50 a day. If Bitcoin's consistent around the 85 to 9,000 range, and at 10,000, that is anywhere between 60 and above. So really, really solid profitability per day. You can see that some of them took a little bit of a dip, but ultimately it is a very consistent 0.005 on average, which is great payout, great consistency, and I'd love to get that up to, moving it one more decimal place closer. I'd love to get it up to 100 per day. By the end of the year, it'll definitely be at that, just given the current rate of Bitcoin's growth. And I wanted to mainly just talk about a lot of the questions. So the first question that people asked about why I'm using Nicehash with 4 rigs or 32 AMD 580 cards. The answer is that it's simplicity. Putting those two together remotely is pretty complex, but at the same time, it's super easy when it's done. So, we spent a couple of weeks, or the Digital Gold guys spent a couple of weeks setting things up, and I was just sort of trying to learn as much as I could about how to manage them remotely, and figured out how to log into the rigs, figured out how to monitor or what to look for to make sure that things were going okay, and everything's quite smooth at this point. They manage the rigs. I get to talk to them, and we discuss potential coins that we could aim the rigs towards, because RX 580s are definitely a hot commodity right now. So we could aim it towards pretty much anything, but at the same time, Nicehash is the gold standard for me for simplicity. I pay the fees happily to convert it to Bitcoin and just have that 0.0048 average every day. That's a really nice average. And if Bitcoin hits $500,000 in 5 years, that number is going to be much more attractive. I'd love to have 20 rigs at that point. Really just The learning curve for this stuff is pretty substantial. As you guys have followed some of these previous update videos, I do have an elementary education when it comes to this whole mining concept, but at the same time, I've been following mining since 2013 when I first got into Bitcoin, and I always wanted to dive into it, but I didn't really have the capital to put up for the rigs. And after the 2017 run, I did have that capital and the liquidity to get these rigs, work with digital gold, and really get things spun up and started. So very exciting time to be in mining, especially through something like Nicehash, where it's converting back to the gold standard. And using things like Splashtop are, as I said before, pretty fantastically easy. And it's right now, I believe I'm paying for the business service through Splashtop. I'll put the link below the stream so you guys can check out what Splashtop is, how they work, and how you can actually remotely manage rigs. Because ultimately, if you're on a coastal city like me in San Francisco, you are not going to be able to profitably mine with the cost of electricity. It's just pure and simple. All of your profits are going to go towards your electricity costs. Like, it's just too expensive here. So remote mining is definitely where a lot of people are aiming. It's where a lot of people are focusing their efforts because of cheaper electricity. And I think in the near future, cities are going to start adjusting accordingly just to attract miners. I know Northern New York is doing that right now. They're trying to attract a bunch of miners for cheap electricity, and it's working quite well for them. But yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to cover, Splashtop and Nicehash, and a quick update on where I'm at with mining. And feel free to comment any questions below. Give this video a like if you guys are new to the stream or this recording. And I will see you guys on the next Nicehash update. I'm going to be doing some more reviews over the coming weeks. I'm actually going to be doing another review this weekend, so stick around, and I will see you guys on the next